Hello, Cancer. This is Tarot Queen Jamila, and I am here to do your yearly. This is going to be your 2017 past, 2018 present, and 2019 future yearly spread. I hope that you guys enjoy this reading. Just a little disclaimer, I am a fellow Cancerin. So shout out to the Cancers. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. If you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. And let's go ahead and get started. So I am trying to get back to where I was at. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be using the Wildwood Tarot deck for this reading. I hope that you guys like it, along with uh, the Tree of Life backdrop. I wanted to switch over to a different one, but you guys know how I like to do everything uniform. So the green is actually really pretty. So we'll just go with the green. And hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have any of my mood music. I think I turned it completely off. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So let's call to, first of all, to the archangels for protection, Archangel Michael and Raphael. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Okay, there it is. I was like, where is it? Okay, sorry. So sorry about the silence. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors for the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What lessons did Cancer learn from the previous year? So what was going on in 2017 for the Cancers? Okay, what can Cancers expect in the next year? What is a challenge that Cancers will face this year? Okay, how to harness your inner power. So what is Cancer's strength and how to harness that inner power? Advice on lessons that were learned last year. Guidance for the year ahead and clarity or Cancer's personal theme for the year of 2018. All right, I believe I have your answer. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. So sorry about all of the snorting and stuff because I have allergies. So I do that little, like, yeah, okay. Whoa, okay. One, two, three, four. Okay, that's five. Okay. Ooh. All right, Cancer. So here are your cards. Let's go ahead and start with card number one. All right, starting with card number one. Lessons from your previous year. You got the Ace of Vessels. Okay, so the Ace of Vessels is AKA the water. Ace of Cups, sorry. I feel as though in 2017, I feel like a lot of you Cancers may have decided that you didn't want to give up on love. I really, really feel that for 2017. I feel like a lot of you said, you know what, I'm going to, try to pick myself up. And, maybe a lot of you, a lot of you could have reunited with somebody. last year in 2017. Um, a lot of you could have had new beginnings emotionally. Maybe you were single in 2017. At any rate, the Ace of Vessels does represent happiness. It does represent joy and peace. So I feel like in 2017, probably in spite of everything, Cancer, you managed to hold on to your emotional strength. So I also feel as though last year, a lot of you Cancers could have given birth to baby girls. A lot of you could have gotten pregnant last year. Maybe you started a new job that was very, happy for you. So feel like the Ace of Vessels does represent that last year was a good year, okay, as far as new beginnings emotionally for a lot of you Cancers. Now, what's on the horizon, what you can expect in the next year on the horizon is the Queen of Bows. Okay, so I feel like the Queen of Bows is representing, it's either a fire sign individual or it could represent yourself. Um, in the next year, I feel like in general, the Queen of Bows, which is also the Queen of Wands, represents strength. I feel like it represents strength. I feel like it represents, having a lot of energy. I don't know why I can see this as you guys having a lot of energy. You guys using your energy to take care of the house. You guys are almost like, I feel like this represents you. I feel like it represents your energy as far as being the leader and being the either the head of the household, Cancer, or you are the queen of your household and you're taking care of business. Now, some of you Cancers could possibly have a fire sign lover, or maybe your lover have fire in their chart, or maybe a fire rising. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Queen of Bows. What energy is she bringing to the reading today? All right, let's see if she's bringing some positive vibes. Okay. Yes, the King of Vessels. So, King of Vessels, I feel as though it represents you, Cancer. I feel like it represents your emotions. I feel like it represents in the next year. Uh, you know, there's definitely some change that's coming. And I can definitely see a change either coming within you, Cancer. Maybe it could be your surroundings. Okay, I love this card, the King of Vessels. I also feel as though it represents a possible spirit guide that's coming to like rescue you or whatever, but it does represent you, represents emotional well-being. It represents, feel like being in control of your own emotions, okay? So that's what you can expect within the next year. Now, your obstacle card, Cancer. So this is a challenge that you will face this year. You guys actually got this Seven of Bowls, okay? So I feel as though in 2018, I feel like there are things that you are wanting, and I feel like you are going to have to get them. I feel like there are things that are going to come into fruition. This card actually represents clearance. So, I feel like this does come up as an obstacle. Some of you might be dealing with some kind of root chakra blockage or sluggishness, okay? Now, I feel like what it is, I feel as though it is for this to come up as an obstacle. I feel as though this is where others are possibly able to um, sort of make you feel like you're losing power sometimes, or they may make you feel insecure or make you feel like you're not grounded properly. I do feel like there is definitely something that Cancer is going for that they are trying to get, and I feel like you guys have to um, Possibly go through some kind of approval process or something. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Seven of Bowls. Clarity on the Seven of Bowls. Now, traditionally, the Seven of Wands represents being blocked from something, but it also represents asserting yourself, seeing something that you want and then going for it, okay? Up the mirror. So, the mirror, this card represents the Hanged Man. I feel as though, and I was just actually thinking about this tonight, Cancers, to where you need to get in touch with a higher version of yourself. This is like an upgraded version of yourself. So the Hanged Man is where you're sort of standing between two worlds and you take that leap of faith, or you move into that world. But, the mirror sort of represents two different aspects of yourself. One aspect you're leaving behind and the other one you're stepping into. So maybe a few years ago, you were not a person that would, for example, start your own business, but now you are. And so I feel as though it's where you do want something, Cancer, but you've got to deal with your, I feel like you got to deal with your, I don't want to say fear, but it really represents some kind of transition. Okay. Um, I feel like there is something that you are going to want to go for, that you're going for, Cancer. And I feel as though you will be successful. I feel like as long as you're definitely communicating and you're keeping you're keeping the fire lit. Um, but I feel like you have to have patience. Feel like you have to have patience, okay? Um, this card is almost like another, either it's almost like a cross between the Moon card. Oh, sorry, I'm not even holding it up to there. It's a cross between the Moon card and the High Priestess. Okay, so it's all about allowing your intuition to guide you. It's all about inner reflections, hidden knowledge, and going from one state of being to another. So that's going to be the challenge. I don't want to necessarily say that it would be fear that would be holding you back from it, but I feel like more so, you know, being reborn from that cocoon, okay, is what I can sense. Is coming out of your shell. Is um, you adding another layer to yourself, if that makes sense, okay? Card number 4, your strength and how to harness your inner power. You guys got the Six of Vessels, which in this deck represents reunion. So your strength is definitely a love reunion that you guys have had within the last year. Okay. And how to harness your inner power. I feel like the Six of Vessels is either a reunion or either it is some sort of healing of your childhood, like healing your inner child. Okay. And there's many, many ways to do that. I do offer healings and cleanses, by the way, just to let you guys know. Um, I feel like also it's where you are, um, feel like this year what your strength is going to be focusing on happy memories. I feel like focusing on happy times, focusing on the good and not the bad, Cancer. So I feel like, you know, your sort of aloofness to bad things that happen, and it sort of comes and it goes. It can be alarming to some people, but it's actually good for you, because I feel like this is where you are at your strongest, as far as with healing and getting your good spirits back. And okay, so the Six of Vessels is the cups as well. I feel like also how to harness your inner power is, it has to do with your water energy, you being a Cancer, you being watery, you being somebody that is all about emotion, okay, or somebody that knows about emotion. Now, your advice card, okay? Lessons you learned last year. You got the Six of Arrows. So I feel like, Cancers, you're transitioning. Now, the first thing that I see when I see this card is moving on. You're either moving on mentally from something, something that you've been thinking about a lot, or you could be physically moving. Now, this card comes as advice. I feel like a lot of you Cancers do need to move, or either move on this year. Now, this is also lessons that you learned last year. So in 2017, I feel as though this is possibly when, I feel like the advice is that I think it was all about moving and moving on, sort of being in transition between one way of living and another. And so I do feel as though a lot of you in 2017, it was probably a lot of signs pointing to you needing to move, but it wasn't exactly there. But I feel like now, I feel like I feel like your spirits, Cancer, are telling you to move, or either move on. Again, like I said, a physical move, definitely the Six of Swords represents that. For it to show up in your reading is actually a blessing, Cancer, because that means that you are going to peace. You're going to have peace, tranquility, harmony, and I feel like it represents you getting away from a bad situation. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Six of Arrows. Okay, see, the Knight of Vessels. So you guys are, I feel like a lot of you Cancers, emotionally, the place that you were at, or the place that you might be at now, is not one that you want. You kind of want to be fluid and sort of go with the flow. You don't like to feel constricted. So I feel like that's why the Knight of Vessels comes up, because this is where your emotions are flowing. Okay, so that's what it represents, the ebb of flow with water and emotion. I'm seeing all this water, guys. That's so amazing. I feel like a lot of you Cancers are possibly going to be doing a lot of things involving water, fishing, boating, going to the beach. I can definitely see that. And I feel like spirit guides are definitely saying that. And I feel like a lot of you are wanting to put yourself in a more healing environment. So, like I said, I do see all this water around you, and it makes sense. It does. It makes a lot of sense. I know that for me, I was at my happiest in Georgia when I lived. Like, I either like to live close to the trees, but I liked it in Savannah because there was so much water around in Savannah, Georgia. So, guidance for your year ahead. So, in 2019, the card that comes up for that is the King of Stones, the wolf. Okay. So the King of Stones, aka the King of Pentacles. This does represent an earth sign energy. I see a tall, handsome beast in you guys' future. I am serious. First of all, a lot of you Cancers, you're probably going to meet an earth sign next year. This is either a Virgo, Capuchino, or a Taurus, okay? So I do see this person is popping in. You can tell that this person is coming in very grounding energy. Very, I feel like a lot of stability and security around this person. Um, I feel as though for the next year ahead, your spirit guides are definitely saying to stay grounded and to stay protected, to keep your protection up. Okay, the wolf is a very, very powerful spirit animal totem that is showing up. That's why I love these cards, guys. They're so amazing. Just the symbolism in the cards in itself, you know, with the eel and the wolf, these are just amazing. All of them very, very symbolic. I wish that I had the time to just like go through every little detail. I can do that in the personal readings though. These are general readings. Um, and some of you are gonna possibly buy property. Some of you are going to possibly get new jobs or maybe get promoted on your job, okay? So for the year ahead, you got some good things coming up, Cancer. You have what you always wanted, which was security. And I see that for a lot of you Cancers. Security is so important. We don't like flimsy and flam flam. Cancers don't like that. We can't handle flimsy flim flam. You know, the light bill might get paid or it may not. No, we want the stuff paid and we don't want people, you know, messing with us at home. Cancers are really, really weird like that. You know, we really are. And we will go into wolf mode, let me tell you. Okay, Spirit guys, give me some clarity on this King of Stones. What do you want Cancer to know about King of Stones? Okay, let's hopefully get a positive card here. Up, the Two of Bowls, aka the Two of Wands. So this is either going to be twin flame or a new partnership. Like I said, it could be a new job. If it's not a new partnership, if you guys are already in existing partnerships, maybe it's going to go to another level. The Two of Bowls can represent victory and triumph. Okay. Also, it does represent making decisions. You know, usually the twos does. It's when you're outweighing your options. But I can definitely see that stability. And I feel as though it's triumph and victory because not a lot of the women in your family are very financially secure. Not financially secure. They may make a lot of money, but making a lot of money and being financially secure is two different things. Okay. So your clarity, your final outcome card, which is in the middle, and you guys got the Page of Bowls. So I feel like your personal theme for this year is going to be very strong communication. I hear you Cancers, like you're going to be heard. Like you're not going to take no for an answer. You're going to fight for what you want. I can see you communicating a lot for this year. I also feel as though the Page of Bowls, it represents being able to speak your truth, but not just being able to speak your truth, but speak your truth into existence as well. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Page of Bowls. Okay, so the Page of Bowls could be a spirit guide. Let's see what in energy. Oh, look at that. The Seven of Stones, which represents healing. Something is coming into fruition. Seven of Stones could represent financial security, some kind of financial reward. Um, this card represents healing. So whatever that thing is that you guys want to do, I feel like this is confirmation, Cancer. This is definitely confirmation for you. Um, Something about being close to nature. Something about being in a peaceful place to be able to heal. This is what a lot of you Cancers are wanting to do because you've been hurt. You've been hurt a lot, especially if you're an empath. So feel like the Seven of Swords, not Seven of Swords, Seven of Stones, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I can definitely see you manifesting your financial freedom. I can see you manifesting that. I can see you manifesting your financial security. Okay. And this has been after long-term struggle. So it's not like you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You earned it and you worked for it. So that card represents you're gonna get it. You're gonna get your blessings, and you earned them. Is what that card basically represents. All right. So I'm excited. I'm glad I went ahead and did these because I was getting ready to switch gears to something else, but I just kind of said, well, let's go ahead and do it. So you guys have got good news for the next couple of years, okay? Good things happening. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Again, if you want a private reading, the link to my website is below. I do offer video readings, oracle readings, as well as Skype readings and Facebook readings. I am willing to do some phone readings, but it depends, okay? So contact me about that. Also, you can contact me about spiritual work. You can contact me about cleanses, healings, love spells, um, chakra balancing, meditation, protection. The link to my website is below. You can actually get a video consultation, and I'll just send me your concerns. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light to you guys, and blessings. Namaste.